Prepare to have your jaw drop, because we're about to dive into a story that proves sometimes the most unassuming treasures are hiding right under our noses. Imagine this: a beloved family heirloom, a guitar that's brought joy for decades, suddenly reveals a secret worth a mind-blowing 5 figures. No, this isn't a scene from a movie. It's a real-life, holy grail moment from the one and only Antiques Roadshow. It all unfolded during Season 29's Living History Farms, Hour 3. A guest, clearly brimming with anticipation and a touch of nervous excitement, presented an instrument that had been a part of his family's story since the early 1960s. This wasn't just any guitar. It was a testament to a father's simple desire to learn something new, a desire that would unknowingly lead to a truly remarkable discovery. Let's rewind to around 1962. The guest's father, a Marine Corps veteran, had just settled into married life in Minneapolis. New beginnings often inspire new passions, and for him, that passion was music. He decided he wanted to learn to play the guitar. Back then, there were no online marketplaces or endless scrolling through digital ads. No, he did it the good old-fashioned way. He opened up a local Minneapolis newspaper and meticulously scanned the classifieds. And there it was, an ad from a woman selling her son's guitar, along with an amplifier and case, all for a grand total of $300. In 1962, that was a decent chunk of change, but as the guest recalled, his father thought it was a good enough bargain. Little did he know, he wasn't just buying a guitar, he was unknowingly acquiring a piece of musical history, a future holy grail that would one day stun the experts. Enter Dave Hinson, the discerning eye from Specialty Guitars in Dallas, Texas. As he began to examine the instrument, you could almost feel the collective breath holding in the room. His expertise shone through as he meticulously admired the specific details of the guitar. He identified it as an ES-355. For those not steeped in guitar lore, the ES-335 first graced the music scene in 1958, and then, in 1959, its sophisticated sibling, the 355 model, made its grand debut. But here's where things got really interesting. Hinson pointed out that this particular guitar was mono, which was a bit unusual since most ES-355s from that era were typically made in stereo. And as he calmly explained, the mono's a little more desirable. Then came the parade of unique features that began to paint a picture of just how special this guitar truly was. The Bigsby is factory, Hinson noted, referring to the guitar's vibrato system, a sign of its original craftsmanship. And the color? Oh, the color. The cherry in, from this era, is unlike anything they ever did. It's sort of a watermelon, it's just beautiful. And they never really did that again, 'cause it is a stain. Just imagine that vibrant, unique hue, a fleeting moment in Gibson's design history that adds to its mystique. Just when you thought the revelations couldn't get any more exciting, Hinson dropped a detail that sent shivers down every guitar enthusiast's spine. He began to talk about the guitar's pickups. This is late enough era that these pickups are patent applied for, or PAS, as they's known, he explained. And then, with a hint of reverence in his voice, he added, sort of the holy grail of guitar pickups. Now, if you're not familiar with the magic of PAFs, let me tell you, they are legendary. These original humbucking pickups, produced by Gibson in the late 1950s and early 1960s, are renowned for their incredibly rich, warm, and nuanced tone. They are, quite simply, the stuff of dreams for guitarists and collectors alike. But the story got even better. Hinson leaned in, his voice dropping slightly as he shared a rare quirk of production from that era. There's a certain era, late 59, part of 60, where Gibson ordered the wrong color, or somehow they got shipped the wrong color. They're white coils, so I'm not going to take it apart. We don't have the ability to do that here. But if those are double white PAFs, they're worth considerably more. The guest's eyes widened, a silent gasp of disbelief escaping him. It adds a lot of value to the guitar, Hinson continued, the words hanging in the air. As much as maybe 10 grand more. $10,000, just for the color of the coils inside the pickups. It's the kind of detail that separates a valuable instrument from an absolutely extraordinary one. It's the kind of detail that makes collectors weak in the knees. The juju of originality. Case, hang tag, and sentimental value. Beyond the inherent beauty and the holy grail pickups, Hinson also highlighted other crucial elements that elevated this guitar's status. Part of the thing that makes this package, so to speak, is the original case, and unusually, the original hang tag accompanies it. Still, he revealed. And a lot of times, those things disappeared. Makes it more collectible because it has all the juju that came with it. This juju, the original case, the perfectly preserved hang tag. These aren't just accessories. They're tangible links to the guitar's past, proof of its untouched originality. In the world of collectibles, provenance and completeness are king, and this guitar had both in spades. Every piece, every detail, contributed to its soaring value. But beyond the monetary worth, there was the profound sentimental value. The guest shared how his father had taught himself to play on this very guitar, how he played it his whole life, filling their home with music. I played it off and on. The guest added, my brother played it quite a bit, 'cause he lived closer. Incredible fun it's created for us, I can't tell you. Hinson, clearly touched by the personal connection, responded warmly, I bet. And then, the moment of truth. Well, do you want to know what probably market value is on this at this current time? The eye-watering reveal. $45,000, with a crucial if. The air was thick with anticipation. Everyone, from the audience to the guest himself, was on the edge of their seats, waiting for the final number. Hinson paused, letting the suspense build just a little longer before dropping the bombshell. A collective gasp, a stunned silence, and then the guest's heartfelt response. My father would be so incredibly pleased to find that out. Imagine the pride, the sheer joy his father would have felt knowing the quiet treasure he'd picked up from a classified ad had become such a prized possession. However, Hinson, ever the meticulous expert, added a crucial caveat. And that's if it has the double whites, which I'm assuming it probably does. If these are not double white PAFs, it's going to back it down a little bit. Somewhere between $6,000 and $10,000. Even with that if, the revelation of a potential $45,000 value was absolutely astounding. And even at the lower end, $6,000 to $10,000 is still a significant sum, far beyond the initial $300 investment. The guest's reaction was pure, unadulterated shock. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. My dad would be so proud to know that. And that, my friends, is the magic of Antiques Roadshow. It's not just about the monetary value, it's about the stories, the history, the forgotten treasures, and the incredible emotional connections that are unearthed along the way. This guitar, purchased for a few $100s by a man who simply wanted to learn to play, turned out to be a holy grail that would bring pride, joy, and a truly mind-boggling valuation to his family. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest riches are found in the most unexpected places. What hidden treasures might be lurking in your own attic or basement? You never know what incredible stories, or even holy grails, are waiting to be discovered.